game that makes it what it is. A rivalry game. For many schools and fans, as days like today, they can set your feelings like your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Sea and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe of some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason.
Oh, man, you get quotes, all the people talking about, all the blowhards, all the different networks. Talking about how bad it was, how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. He goes out of bounds right to the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback. The play there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The noise bouncing of Sparty's armor is currents of green and white on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Quarterbacks talk about all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not
to the back. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The give to the single back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed behind the line. It's Belly. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Back to the ground game on the left. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They'll run the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Childs. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. And I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sparty! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Pena. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Throws to the tight end. The sure hands, it's Belling. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Bullard. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Spartans. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes this one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Child. That's caught. It's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Kelly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Running back searching for a hole. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to the big tight end. Caught near the sideline, it's Reynolds. all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Pena. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now. This offense to claw their way back in this one.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Penn State, number 17.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Looking for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Back to throw. Called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Powers through the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
This time on target. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.